really goofy today. I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna hang out for a little bit and wait for people to start popping in. We are starting to. I'll go ahead and talk for the people who are watching this for afterwards. I've got a big project set up. It's. Yeah, we got a phone call. Hopefully, I didn't take it off. Can you text that person and tell them I'm live? Mm-hmm. And he can hop in if he wants. So, I'm working on a huge piece, and I had an idea. It has been percolating in my brain for a while, and all the pieces kind of came together, and I'm excited. So, I'm gonna start working on it. Yes, it's another dragon. However, where this starts from is, let me turn off. I've got ads running in the background. Hi, Judy. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for joining in. Okay, so where this idea comes from is, you guys know I play a lot with resin art. I also do, obviously, a lot of alcohol inks and other mediums. There we go. Anyway, so a big thing that's going on with resin is creating those geodes, and it also overlaps into alcohol ink. I haven't really jumped on the geode bandwagon too much because a lot of the geodes, when you put them side by side, it could come from multiple different artists. It's hard to pick it out unless you have something that's a very distinctive style. And I want my things to be growing and developing and, really kind of create an artist style and stuff. So I've been working really hard on that part. And so, but it's been intriguing me because, messing around with glass and, quartz and, other sparkly bits and putting them into resin is always appealing. So how can I do it that is uniquely me? So I came up with an idea of doing a Glacier dragon. And that seemed to work because those kind of tones and, you know how glaciers, there are multiple different colors in there. Like if you ever see a chunk of glacier come off and then it flips over, all of a sudden you're going with your white colors and maybe very, very light aquas, and it flips over and it's like deep aquas, deep turquoise sometimes, and almost into deep blues. So you got that range of colors. And I thought it'd be fun to pull the glass bits into some of the scales of the dragon. So what we're gonna do today, and hey everybody who's joining in, let's say hi to everybody who has shown up in the chat. Hey Janice!
Hey Janice!
She says hi Mikey and Clara. Okay, so the plan is, you wanna go ahead and point them down a little bit? We're gonna color the background in here. We might throw some really light tones in here. I'm not gonna be working too much in sculpting too much, but once that dries, I'll give it a quickie spray, and then we're gonna pull up the masking fluid. There's masking fluid already down here. And then what that'll allow me to do is, I'm gonna see the lines that I've drawn in for these big, huge horn bits. Hair. Where did the hair come from? I don't understand. Or is that part? That's pencil. Anyway, so these are the areas that I'm thinking of building up with the glass, and I've even got some quartz points and such. And, the big horns here, maybe along the scale of the back of the neck. And then I'm going to drizzle some resin over that. And then I'm going to have to let the sucker sit overnight, so that way that resin can set before I proceed to the next step. So that's generally the plan. He's so big. I know, right? I needed to go big. Hey, Kim. Thanks for hanging out and joining with us. With us? Joining us?
Joining us.
Yes.
That works.
So, I was busy this morning working out the drawing of it. This is about as big as I did Mitch's dragon. And we just need to do another big one. So, that's what we're doing. Okay. So, Mikey's got the camera rigged up, and because it's big, it's going to be way up there, so he's got to do an acrobatic maneuver. Okay, you ready for your flip? You're showing them.
Look at the size of this piece. That's awesome.
It's almost like full arm stroke. I think it's 48 inches by 24. So go big or go home. Yeah, right? Alrighty. So let's do this thing. Don't be scared. Well, little nervous, but you know, I'm not worried about it too much. It's not keeping me from getting into mischief. So I'm gonna work with the background. I'm gonna work with some dark colors, and I may end up applying some, working in that area, applying more, working in that area, meaning drying it up and just keep on moving around. And if I need to keep on adding other color to darken it up, so that way it builds a nice contrast with the lightness of this guy. And if some colors overlap into him, I'm just going to work them in so that way it helps. I really like how the dragons look when some of the background is in the dragon, so I just kind of go with it and blend it in. So, time to get messy. I'm thinking I might actually want to put my gloves on this time. Yep. Let me get some gloves. That was one thing I didn't bring over. I do have my cup ready for resin. Now I could use, there's the Amazing Quick Coat, but it still has a couple hour curing time, and I don't think you guys want to wait around for that, so I might as well use the good stuff and just let it cure right. And yeah, this will probably have a, Kim says everything you touch turns to gold.
Well, this case is going to turn to glaciers.
It's going to turn blue. And I'm wondering how
Yeah.
much blue I'm going to get all over the place. So I am going to be working and just throwing a bunch of colors down. There's kind of a little bit of a plan, but you guys know me by now. I'm going to probably go off the plan a lot. So I've got some dark blues in here. There's a kind of a dark blue-gray. There's even a purple. And there's blue moon, so that'll add a little bit of shimmer. Plus that pigment is just super. Hey! It's Stone Coat. So who is this person from Stone Coat? Is this Mitch or is this Luke or who is this? We're working on another big dragon, dude. It's Mitch. Hey, Mitch. We quote you all the time over here. Usually when we're goofing off. Alright, we're going to do a Glacier Dragon. I'm just going to sum up real quick for everybody who's joining in. And we're going to mess around with glass and some quartz points. But we're just working on the first layer right now. Build up some dark color in the background. So I've got a lot of the Alumilite dyes going on in the colors here. There's also some of the resin art, the blue moon is. And then I've got a gold interference color. I think that's the gold ghost gold. Yeah, mica powder. Mitch, I bet you get quoted a whole bunch. And hopefully in a good way. Yeah, we're gonna make a mess, I'm sure, all over my floor. And of course I'm barefoot, so my feet are probably gonna get all blue too. Because, you know, that's what happens. So I was thinking about, I'm going to do a couple different layers of resin on this piece. And I'm thinking in the background on one of the layers to maybe kind of mimic, the northern lights. I think that would be cool. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around how I want to do it. That's something I kind of want to see in real life. So maybe I'm just kind of like, manifesting little visions and, get the opportunity to go up north. So Mitch, Mikey and I were thinking about like maybe coming up to Oregon sometime in maybe a few months or something like that. So we're going to have to talk to you, see what your schedule is, but I bet you're uber busy with that new product drop. They just released a flooring epoxy. So I bet he has been very busy in answering questions about that. Yeah, the last live you had, your mama was in the chat, and she said I needed to come by for a visit. We don't want to upset your mama. Of course, it might upset my mama if I go away. What do you think about that? So when I layer up the quartz and the crushed glass in the areas of the spikes and such, I've got some big pieces I'm gonna put down and then start filling in the gaps. And I'm just gonna, like I said, drizzle over just like a real thin layer of epoxy, and the epoxy is gonna act as a glue. But since it's probably gonna be whitish underneath it, we're definitely going to go with Art Code. Oh, on the 24th. This month? Looks like fire already. So I guess I figured out her mystery guest for Saturday morning conversation. Dude, you were traveling to Texas a whole bunch. You just might as well move down here. Alright. We're just going to throw all the colors down here. So I'm not too worried about getting blue here or any of the colors. Like I said, that whatever colors works in here, we're going to blend them into the dragon. So that way it looks like there's some kind of reflective nature. And he seems to just work out better with the background when I do that. So in this case, it helps to be a little messy. Just embrace it. So when you're working with the alcohol dyes, if you get a real big accumulation and like the next day it's not dry, you can kind of pat it a little bit with paper towels. You don't have to remove all of it, but just enough where you're removing excess. And then at that point, go ahead and do some sort of seal with a matte sealer, which I hear the archival sealers are hard to find now. And I have got to go look at the hardware store and find some clear clear sprays that'll work instead. Can y'all get the full picture? Yeah, y'all are in the screen here. Okay, cool. I have to mix up some more blues when I'm done. Okay. Come over, extension cord. Okay. So you gotta go ahead. I said this earlier, and I'll say it again for those who are coming in. So what I'm gonna do is try to work with colors of an iceberg. So you have all those different ranges from the white of the ice on top to the aquas and the really deep blues, like when the ice flips over the glaciers. And that's kind of my color palette. Well, thank you, Janice. I gotta like really reach here. I might just make this just a really dark corner. It might work. And I went ahead and pre-painted the sides blue, so that way whatever color flows over the edges, either in resin or color, you'll catch that on the black, especially if there's any kind of shimmer to it. Not get too carried away in this area. How many times have I said that and failed? Okay, that got blue everywhere. Loosen my hands. You found the little boards at Goodwill? That's a good find. That's a real good find. So Janice in the chat is talking about her and Julie kind of nicknamed the boards I like to use as Clara boards, which is funny. But they're pre-gessoed boards, so they're really smooth, and you literally just rip open the package and just start playing immediately. So I love them, especially with alcohol ink and any kind of resin projects. And it's a cradle board too, so. So did you guys see my silly live yesterday? I had, Mikey and I came up with this idea a while ago about doing kind of one of those, life gets hard, screw it, kind of jump in the car and go down to the hardware store and go pick up some, like clear liquors, like rum or tequila or gin or something like that. And then, do a drunk painting, but instead of me getting drunk, it's like the painting gets drunk, so I use it instead of alcohol. So we tried tequila yesterday, and tequila does not like the alcoholics, or I should say the alcoholics don't like tequila. Yeah, that's probably more appropriate. So we got as far as we could, and then eventually it said, we're done. And then, yeah, we got to giggling a lot with that one. So Mikey's going to start looking for a filter that's got a modified voice, so that way if we do a rum, we can have like a pirate accent. I wonder if they even have one. That would be fun.
Oh, probably.
You think they'll have a pirate one?
Oh, yeah. They have lots of them. They have a Morgan Freeman one.
They have a Morgan Freeman? Well, everything sounds better with Morgan Freeman saying something.
Right?
Art. Alright, I'm going to let some of this dry, and I'm going to try and darken up this corner over here. So, I may have to air out this room when I'm done. Woo! There'd be alcohol around. Wait, can you go ahead and get that fan going maybe a little bit more? That might help. Okay. Thanks. So one of the things I'm thinking of for doing like northern lights is like coating the background, or coating the whole board probably with resin, and then blowing some pigments across it, like in certain areas. I think that might look really cool. We are almost there. Hey, Julie! Let's do a little bit dark over here. Just trying to get it to fade in. We use up this entire bottle, but that's okay. So the glass that I'm using, I've got a crushed glass. I've got big chunks. They're almost like kind of, I don't want to say cut glass, but I'll have to show you. But they look more like chunks of ice that have been broken. And then I've got a crushed glass with a reflective surface on it, so it's got a little bit of mirror bits. And then I've got some quartz points, because I think we needed something sharp to go on the dragon for sure. So next week on Wednesday and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, sorry, we're changing the time that we're doing our lives. Instead of 3:30, it's going to be a 4:15 slot. And the reason for that is I'm teaming up with a couple different artists to kind of help each other out as far as moving us up on the YouTube algorithm, or, helping each other out, basically. Us artists gotta, support each other too, right? And so we're gonna start piggybacking a bunch of time slots. So I started off with 4:15. I think it's Julie or Janice, let's just say one of them. After that slot, then it'll be let's say Julie here and Janice here, and then it'll be Erica at ATD, and then the final one at 7 will be Tish with the Artist Haven, so in Artapalooza, and that'll be on every Wednesday that will happen. So that I'm looking forward to. That'll be cool. All right, I think I'm good with the background. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a brush and take this... Uh-oh. There's a spot. Oh. Bad spot. Bad. Naked spot. No, 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 no. There we go. So I'm a big one with surrounding yourself with, you know, like-minded people. Support each other out, whether it's, you know, there for moral support or even collaborations or even brainstorming or support like what we're doing and doing like a little, I guess, chain or they're calling it what, trains now? All right, brush, need brush and need cup. I need a clean cup. All right. So in the description of my video on Wednesday, I'll put the time slots and the links for everybody's live, and I'll just keep that on there on the Wednesday spots, so that way you guys can refer back to it, and or just click on the link and go to their channel and go see their live at that time. I don't know if I'm going to be as organized as Tish. She actually schedules her lives a couple of weeks in advance. I'm not promising anything like that because, you know, I'm organized to a point, but, you know, not that much. All right, so these areas here are going to get covered up by the glass and such. So I'm not too worried about the color behind there as far as it being at all messy. I just want to blend out some of the colors here. The other thing it does is it gives me the lines of the design too. And that way when I peel up the masking fluid, I can see what's going on. Now my brushes that I use for alcohol inks, I'll be really honest with you, I get very inexpensive brushes. Mainly, I guess in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you know, alcohol is probably not the nicest thing on brushes. So I just pick up some inexpensive ones and use those. And so far, it's been working out pretty good for me. And yes, they're kind of rough on them. Alright. Let's see if I can pick up. So yeah, this is going to turn into a hot mess, but I think it'll look good. I thought I'd try something new with my horn. You notice it's got a little bit of a spiral on the end. Thought, why not? Maybe a little inspiration from doing the unicorn on the live the few weeks back. Well, I think I got eraser bits. I may have to go around. Might as well do a little bit of sculpting while I'm at it. Because I can't help it. And I gotta pull color out too. Yeah, I gotta come over there. Is that gonna mess you up?
Nope.
Good. Let's walk around. So I'm a firm believer in setting up a studio workspace if you've got the space. Now, granted, I mean, we all start someplace small. Mine started in the bedroom. But I always like having a flexible space, and this goes also in the garage. But a flexible space, either it's on wheels or it's a light table that you can move around. And that way you can customize your support system, meaning your furniture, around your project that you're working on. Because I know my ideas change dramatically all the time. Alright, I gotta get some color over here so I can see these white lines. That is not gonna work. Okay.
I got focused. I stopped talking.
Artist focus mode.
I need a Mikey talking Instagram pics for me while I do my thing. All right, Mikey, you gotta talk Instagram pics. Go for it.
Nope, no, I don't.
Nope, not your job. Run away!
I'm just the cameraman.
Chicken.
You betcha.
Right? Alright, let's see what we can do here. I think I'm going to try. We got one of these colors that might not be too deep. Dark. Crap. They're all bright. Okay. I need some color in this area so I know where I'm at. I hope this turns out like I want them, or at least in that direction. Oh, my stomach just growled big time. Why? You should see me before the live. I hadn't eaten anything all day, like including breakfast. And I'm like, I have got to eat something before the live because I'll be getting out of this around, later. And I am trying to shovel down a Hot Pocket safely, because they're inside, they're like lava. And it's literally Mikey's talking me down going, hey, you got 2 minutes, 1 minute. And he kept picking me out going, you're alive, no, what? And I have a mouthful of this stuff. You like to mess with me? Hey, Tim. Hey, Alpha Patel. And hey, Lori. Now, this is just the beginning part of a process. So we're going to have a massive ugly stage, and then hopefully it'll ramp up and get good. So the plan today, for those that are tuning in late, is to work on the background area, which I just got through doing. Then blend it into the dragon. Wasn't worried about it being a hot mess. And then I'm going to spray seal it real quick. And then remove the masking fluid, just so that I have my guidelines in here. And then we're making a Glacier dragon. And then I've got some crushed glass and bits of quartz points that we're going to fill up some of these big spikes and such. So that'll be cool. Wait a minute. I missed an area. Darn it. Well, it's better to miss it now, right? I gotta fix it. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay. Like how to add a bazillion colors into one small zone. Okay. Here we go. Yep. blue moon. I need. I'm not worried about it making a mess, because I'll build him on my dragon shapes later. So we are definitely working on the ugly stage right now. Hopefully it doesn't look too ugly. Try. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but when I add that interference color, it gives the background almost, it reminds me of a patina in a way, because you know how sometimes when you shift it, you get those colors, and I can see there's a little bit of it showing like right in this area here, and I did that on a what I called my sea serpent before, and have snuck it in, I think, with every background since, because I don't know, it just gives that bronzy almost kind of look to it. Alright, I'm going to blend this in since I made foobar, but that's okay. So by just moving it along with the brush along a line, sometimes you can actually create shapes like light and darks and a rounded kind of a look to it. Oops, sorry. Are we good? Are we good? Not even lighten up at all. No. Yes. A little bit.
Alright, I'll be listening to live.
Okay.
Just call me up.
Are you bailing on me?
I'm
You're bailing? Rude. So if you guys ever hear me giving Erica a hard time in the chat, yeah, I'm like that when I come to visit, you know, with good buddies. You know how you are. Sometimes you act certain ways when you're around your good friends and you just, you know, put your guard down, goof off. Okay. Let's see now. I think we're pretty good on the drawing. I'm looking at it from different angles, and even my dark spots I think I'm okay with. So put some things off to the side. You know, I created this platform behind me to, you know, make a nicer area for my lives. And, you know, every artist is going to have, you give them 2 tables to work on, they're going to cover up all tables. If you give them 3, they're going to cover up all tables. It just doesn't matter. That's empty. Down to my last can, guys. Alright, here we go. Now I want to do a little bit of a spray sealer just so that way my hands aren't picking up the masking fluid as much. Oh, sorry. When I'm picking up the masking, let me try that again. So I do a light coat of the spray sealer so that way my fingers don't get contaminated too much with the alcohol inks or dyes and are transferring it to the white canvas underneath. And also because I have interference in here And that stuff will pick up easy. So I'm going to do a little bit extra in the background here. There we go. Okay. Mikey's got the fan going. Dry. Wrong camera. You've got this on the large screen, Evelyn? That's cool. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call him up here so he can help me out with the masking fluid. Okay. So when I peel up this, you see how it leaves a white line and there's barely any color there, but it's just enough that it helps me with the guide. You want to grab a chair? You can probably move that out of the way and sit down.
Yeah. A little bit.
It's a masking fluid party. If you can, work on the interior ones first. And the reason for that is because the exterior has probably got most of the spray. I'll give it a little bit more time to dry.
Is this what you're talking about?
Never mind. You've got a rhythm all on your own there. So Tish has a live at 7 p.m. today on the Artist Haven, so go check her out. And I already know what I'm going to be working on. And it's not the usual thing. In fact, it's actually a family project. And what I mean by family is that I'm going to be DMing a Dungeons and Dragons one shot, and I got to drop a map. We're supposed to be doing this tomorrow, and yeah, I gotta hurry up and get my map done.
That'll be a cool live.
You're gonna like it just because of the map?
Yes.
Alright, let's see. And then 6 o'clock today, Erica usually has a live. I know she's not doing them all the time, but I know she's trying to pick that back up again. So go check her out. And that's Artist Till Death. And that's where I'm getting my crushed glass at. And all my resin colors and my Alumilite dyes. I also get my Alumilite dyes from Rhonda too. And to be honest with you, I got that last batch from Rhonda. Because I needed a big one. And she had all the colors. Oop. Hey, I got a legal long line there. That was very satisfying.
Heck yeah, you go, Mama. You go, Clara.
You can call me Mama if you want to.
Ooh.
You know, if you've got a buddy over and you want to do a project with them, and you do masking fluid, and they don't get to do art very often, and you tell them what the masking fluid does, meaning you could peel it up, and just, it's it's a possibility for a lot of fun with them, meaning like, nope, can't peel it yet, nope, can't peel it yet, and just torture them with it, even though you're probably way past the point where you're definitely fine. I have done that before.
What?
Oh, yes.
Better not be with me.
Was it? Of course not. Of course it
Golly.
went with you. Whoops. Sorry.
Oh. Hope I didn't peel up stuff there.
Where? Oh. No. I think you're fine. And this is so early in the stage that I'm probably going to be doing a lot more color work with this. And not leaving the background of the dragon like this. Just needed some kind of guide to do the glass and then additional painting.
We are overlapping.
We are. Woo! I usually put so much ink on that I don't get the long strings like this. This is fun. You got mine too. Okay, let's see.
How's that?
Almost.
Oh, wait.
Got a little piece there.
Don't lie.
Alright, is that all of it? Your job is complete. Is that what you're saying?
Look at my handiwork.
You missed a spot.
Dang it.
Always run your hand across. My last went nuts with the freckles and just was like, okay, I think I got it all. I can't tell you how many times I said that actually, because I think I missed like 12 bits and I kept on like, oh, it's all that, it's all that. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Because they really blend in, so you have to use your hands to feel it. And you see how I'm running my hands across and the interference is still staying there? So that's why it's important to do a seal coat. All right, what have I been missing? You've seen me, Julie. I'm just now seeing your comment about no idea what you're doing on Tish's live. I'm like, a lot of the times I'm running off of Erica's live and running upstairs going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then show up usually 5 minutes late anyway. So, yeah. Okay, time for some glass. Okay. Yeah. What are we going to do? Mikey, what am I going to do?
Do your magic.
Do my magic? I did my first geode, I think, with Marcy. She was having a class. And that was part of the class, is to do a geode. It was like, but I don't do geodes. And she goes, you are in my class. I'm like, okay.
Man,
Man,
you
that
tell
was
her,
all-
Marcy.
Yeah, pretty much. Here, give me that. Give me. I sound like a little kid. Give me. Okay, now that you guys are completely dizzy. All right, so you see how these guys have very big, irregular shapes? And then this is kind of like that tempered glass where it cuts them, breaks them all, and they shatter, and they kind of have a squarish, there's a lot of 90 degrees to them. So I've got this in a clear. I've also got it in a reflective, and then those are my points. And just to give you an idea on scale, on size of that. So what I thought I'd do is put this guy down first, since they're the bigger ones, and then fill in with that, and then use these guys to kind of make things look a little spikier, at least that's the plan. Kind of. And then drizzle the resin. This piece is gonna weigh a ton when I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You have to use a lot of resin, I think.
Maybe.
Look at the height of this one.
What?
The first glass pieces you put on are already like an inch high.
Or what?
Like an inch high.
Yeah, it's gonna.
This will be fun.
I think so. So this is where the lines came in handy. It would give me my shapes. How's this gonna hang up? We gotta figure that out too. And you're out of here.
Alright, call me up when you're ready.
Okay. Thank you for your assistance.
You're very welcome.
Everybody needs a Mikey. That's a big old chunk. Okay. You're sneaking back in? I saw that.
I know what you're talking about.
You don't remember? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah, it does look like crushed ice. That was kind of the thing. I was looking for that. This is a big old honkin'. This is the size of this thing. It's like almost completely round in size. Yeah, I think it's a little bit big. Okay, that one's kind of big too. I think when you hang this, studs are probably mandatory. May have to put some wire in the background to, or the back of it to kind of help strengthen it too. But Erica's the geode queen. She's got all the stuff you need to do any kind of geode stuff. Got all the goodies. Alright, let's do a little bit over here. Got that big old hunkin'. I don't want that one. No, that'll work. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think I should... Wonder how I'm gonna put some big pieces in this, but not in here. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, answer my question without even asking it. Alright. Background, so that way I can add that to some of the resin and add additional sparkle. Because I'm all about layering up the sparkles. And then anytime I do a resin coat, I'll go over the glass with some additional resin just to make sure everything is get stuck down. Because, you know, all I can envision is somebody having this over their headboard and in the middle of the night, colon. Would that be terrible? That would be terrible. Doing some hot glue, but it was like, I'm too much of an impatient person to do the hot glue. Right. Here we go. Alright, so I got some big chunks down. Got all the major, almost. Pieces. Okay, let's get a good look at over here. Okay, looks like it was meant for there. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely add a couple of the reflective bits here and there. You need to put some gloves on to help out with the sharp bits. I'm going to try and see how I feel about this. I didn't want to call this a GeoDragon because it doesn't have the line work that I think a geode has, and it's designed to have it, you know, looking like an agate. Agate? Yeah. So that's why I thought Glacier would work better. think it's harder when they're smaller. Hey Trisha! Sorry I'm late on the comments. Need to go look at. Don't want to go there. It's like a puzzle piece, putting all the puzzle pieces together. So Mikey's working hard on a feature video. He had some issues with his computer and thought he lost, you know, all the videos and had to, or the video edits, and had to start. I had to back up video on my computer, so you know, no problem there. But we're hoping it'll go up.
Watching.
Yeah, I'm glad you were.
It froze. We're back.
Yay! Julie, Janice, I'm gonna give you Mikey's number. That way, if you ever have a problem like that, you can text him.
Yeah, it did. It's weird.
Good. That's annoying.
I think it's back.
You think it's back?
Yes. Your phone's trying to sleep or something.
It'll sleep if it's been frozen for a bit, because then it's like not doing anything. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna do shading with this. Did it work?
I think so.
Oh, I see movement again. I hope it does too.
I will keep an eye on it.
Okay. It's because you left, Mikey. It's misbehaving.
Right?
Mm-hmm. It can happen. Okay. Little tiny bits.
I don't know what's going on, y'all. Huh.
I don't know what's going on.
Is it back up? Do we need
Yeah.
to start another live?
Maybe.
Alright, go ahead and hang in here.
We'll do.
One thing, I can't reach it.
Yep.
The other thing, I can't reach it. Okay. What happened?
So what's doing is your phone wants to sleep,
Wants to go to sleep?
and when the live is going on, so I have to refresh it constantly.
You're kidding.
I don't know why.
Do you have access to settings?
To like close out the live.
Okay, so that's enough. Okay. I was wondering if you could put it on Do Not Disturb and if that would help. Okay, I am almost done with this, guys. And on to the, hey, behave. Get in there. There we go. Alright, and that's a spice. This is gonna be so heavy. But it's gonna be cool. I'm excited. Everybody jump out and jump back in. Kind of like up in an elevator. It's like, everybody jump up. Okay. Oh, totally forgot doing this one.
Still wants to sleep. Stop sleeping.
I am so
Come
sorry.
on, phone, you can do it.
Next step is points and then resin drizzle. So we can cut it off when I start doing the resin drizzle.
I say we might need to end the live a little early.
Man, if it's
We're still live.
we're still live.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
We might have to end it soon, just giving a heads up.
Mikey is literally on a precarious chair. Refresh. My phone has gotten fuzzy.
And I swear next week, once I get OBS working, I keep saying that.
You
Once I
keep
get-
saying that.
But we're so close. Once I get it working, we don't have to deal with this anymore.
That is true.
Get a lot of cool angles too. I'm excited.
I may hold off on doing these guys until I have resin across my board there. But I think I will add them here. But I think they'll be more interesting. I do realize I'm laying them down, but
This is gonna be cool.
I want to lay them down. But I wanna. There. I want it to look like that, you know, ice moving around. It's not a crystalline sculpture. It's about a glacier. Ooh, there's some long points here. That's cool. Alright. Let me get a cluster.
Looking good.
Thank you. Look at that hunker. The big old chunk.
Ooh, that's cool looking.
That's a big old chunk.
Where's it going?
I don't know. It's gotta go somewhere good. This is the big one. Do that right there.
Fabulous.
Well,
Fabulous.
what is this fabulous you say? But that's alright. Alright, this is an area where you can get carried away. What? As I add more.
Dude, get.
Ah!
I recovered it. Alright.
Oh, okay. I'll quickly say. Stay. 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 Okay. Using resin as a glue, it's going to take many really thin coats. And so I'm drizzling over it, kind of deal. And then I'm going to come back, like maybe in a 8 hours or something like that, to do another like little bitty drizzle. That way it doesn't go down to the board and start spreading out, because I don't want it to do that. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop here. I think this is good. Yeah. Alright. Give me phone.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here we
movement,
go.
y'all.
Dizzy time. Actually, maybe I should do it from the other side.
Oh, really?
Yep. Really. So that way everybody's right side up. Don't do the screen thing again.
See?
That phone. Alright, so here we go. You see that interference there and how it kind of shifts around a little bit? So that in the background, I think it's going to look really cool. Okay, so those are my little clusters there. I should probably add a couple more there. It's like a naked spot. So I've got the points kind of coming out.
Ooh, that looks cool.
This thing's going to weigh about 70 pounds when I'm done. And see, I'm not worried about that blue blending into the horn at all. And I think them just being simple glass here will be just fine. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. So, you want to put that there, and I can do it from here. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for hanging out for so long. I have no idea what the time is. But Erica over at Ars Till Death, she sells this crushed glass or anything you need for geodes. Definitely check her out at Ars Till Death. And then Tish over at the Artist Haven tonight at 7 p.m. Erica at 6 p.m. Hopefully she's doing a live. And then next week, I'm going to be starting on my Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 4:15. I'll put a reminder out there so that you guys know. And then Wednesday is going to be the little chain of, me and Janice and Julie and Erica and Tish. So get your popcorn ready and your big beverage or maybe your little mini fridge behind you and come join us. So hopefully we'll see you tonight at Artapalooza and ATD. Later, y'all.